we're back. Okay, so this time we're gonna spice it up a little bit and we're gonna play without any clothes on. We're just gonna sell them. This is gonna be crazy. And if anyone asks us, we're just gonna be like, clothes are overrated.
How are you? Safe travel.
Because the game's not hard enough. Alright. So, it's the 4th of July, and my husband bought a grill.
Be careful.
And he set it up, and luckily, like this time, it actually came assembled because, you know, he likes to buy things that need to be assembled. But this one came assembled, so I was like, yay, this is good. This is like a start. And I thought, all right, this should be good, you know, get some nice grilled food. So I noticed that like nothing was happening, so I went downstairs to check and just to see kind of like where he was at with everything. And he's like, it's not lighting, the battery's not working. And I could see that he was like trying to take it apart. The grill, that is. And I'm like, well, what makes you think the battery's not working? And he's like, well, it's not igniting. And I said, well, how do you know it's not igniting? It's really windy. Like, what if the wind's just like knocking it out? And he's like, it's not the wind, it's not the wind. And then he turns to me and he goes, make it stop. Why is there so much wind here? And I was like, it's always windy here, because it is. I don't know what's up with that. And he's like, well, make it stop. And I'm like, oh, okay, because I control the wind now. Let me just go and do some magical spell, because I'm a wizard, and I'll just make the wind stop. So anyway, he pulls the grill over into like a different spot. Oh, but he has it like partially disassembled. So I was like, okay, where's your owner's manual? Like, what did the what did the operating manual say? And he's like, I haven't read it. And I'm like, you didn't consult the operator's manual. You're looking for because he was looking for the battery for the igniter. And I'm like, you're looking for the battery, but you haven't consulted the operating manual. And he's like, yeah, I don't need it. I'm Googling it. I'm like, the operating manual is like the first thing you should be reading. So anyway, he pulls the grill. I'm like, where is it? Let me look at it. So he pulls the grill over to a different spot where there's less wind, you know, because it turns out I'm not a wizard and I don't control the wind. Shocking. And lo and behold, it works because the wind is not there to blow out the flame. The grill is fine. So yeah, I think he spent like 2 hours on that. So that was funny. But that wasn't even the end of it. So he cooks like a bunch of hot dogs. And then he brings the hot dogs upstairs and he's like, the hot dogs are ready. And he puts them on a plate and he puts them on the counter. And the got them. And I hear this plate fall. And I run into the kitchen because I already knew, you know, like you just know things. I'm like, oh my God. Well, the hot dogs were, of course, gone. And I'm like, he comes up and he's like, where are the hot dogs? I'm like, where do you think they are? thinking? Like, why? Like, why would you put the hot dogs on the counter where the German Shepherd can clearly read? Like, why would you do that? A dog's gonna die. Like, why? He was so mad. I'm like, why? But really, like, why would you do that? So anyway, he had to address that. But that's that's how his day is going. But yeah, it's good times, good times. Okay. We got powers of the void now. We got a little impy. So yeah, the dog has eaten all our hot dogs. And I told him, if the dog has diarrhea, I'm not cleaning it up. That's on him. Like he did that. That is not, I'm not getting involved in that. And that's probably gonna happen too. Oh yeah, and the dog's with him right now. The dog follows me everywhere, but the dog's with him right now. She won't even look at me because she knows she'll always misbehave around him, but usually never around me. So I'm actually kind of surprised she ate the hot dogs, but not really. Like if he weren't in the house, she probably wouldn't have done it, weirdly enough. If he weren't here. Of course, I wouldn't have left them there, but that's like a whole different story. But like if I had, which I wouldn't have, but if I had had like one of those moments where I'm like, I'm just gonna leave hot dogs on the counter where my dog can get them, because I'm sure she won't. Because why would a dog? Wait.
Well met.
Are we still too poor? No, we're not too poor.
Be careful.
So yeah, that was hilarious. But yeah, his grow is not working. He still hasn't read like the operating manual. He'll never read it.
Good day to you. See you later.
That'll definitely never get read. He'll keep it. He'll keep it long after the grill doesn't work. Like I'll find it. I'll find that thing like probably in 20 years
You need something? Have a good one.
in a drawer still. Untouched. And he'll have a different grill. That hopefully comes assembled. Because, you know, like, if you're familiar with the stories, like the snowblower and all that, he loves to buy things that are not assembled.
Mana is low.
Here, you go get that. I'm out of mana as usual. I don't have a spell ready. Oh, what's up with that? Harvest Watchers are very dangerous, though. They're really dangerous for Warlocks, too, because you can't really... There's just, like, there's stuff you can't do. Your normal, like, crowd control stuff, you just can't. They're kind of impervious to it. So, you have to be able to face them. So you want to be high enough level to do it. But yeah, I live in a really small town, and some of the people here are kind of funny because one time my daughter, she was at the park walking around, and I guess someone like called the police. They were weirded out by it. So the police come and they like talk to her. And I went down to the station and I'm like, yeah, she like walks around the park sometimes. Like we have a small dog and stuff. But they just thought it was like suspicious if someone was like actually walking around the park because nobody does that. And that was weird to them. That frightened them. But it is a small town. Like it's pretty small. Like I see the same people all the time. I thought my previous town was small, but no. No, 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 no. No. That town was huge by comparison to this one. That one even had a movie theater. We used to take the Chihuahua to that. Like they would allow that. So I have this Chihuahua, this little Chihuahua
See you around.
named Mari,
Safe
and she likes to go places. So we have this bag that she goes in, and she knows she goes in the bag. So, but she kind of thinks that she can go anywhere that we go, which she can't, because like I can't take her to Canada, like I can't take her across the border. Um, I don't think they'd allow that. I don't know. I'm not gonna ask them. Um, but I just assume it. But anyway, so like we would I would call or I would like ask ahead of time if I could bring her. And the movie theaters, like a lot of places are surprisingly fine with it. Not everybody is, but a lot of places are, especially if you call ahead. Like I could take her to Barnes and Noble. I could take her to a lot of places. Um, surprisingly. And so she would go to the movies with us, and we would like sit in the very, very back. It was kind of funny because most of the time she was really, really quiet. But once in a while, there would be like a person that, for whatever reason, she just didn't like them. So from in the bag, she would growl. Like she'd be kind of like, her head would like stick out, but she would growl. And it was in the dark. And people would get really freaked out because they're just like, what is that? They did not expect that. It was great too, especially like when it would happen at horror movies because, that just like really creates like an atmosphere, you know? But yeah, that's one thing that they don't have as much of around here, obviously, as movie theaters. And I think I've talked about that before, but we had some pretty funny experiences in theaters. Like one time, I don't know if I told this story or not, but one time I went to see Saw 10 in a theater, and it was one of those theaters where um, they have like the seats and the tables, so like you can eat there. They had those there, and I guess someone had brought their kid, which I wasn't aware of because I just didn't see them. But it's well, well, well into the movie, and if you've seen any of the Saw franchise movies, especially after the first one, then you know that they're very gory. And I'm not saying that about the kid being there. That's not why I'm telling the story at all. Um, why I'm telling the story is because I became aware that the kid was even there in the first place because there was a kissing scene. And all of a sudden, behind me, I hear this little kid go, ew. And I like turn and I look and I see this kid and I'm like, oh my God. Of all the things this kid has seen, and I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to like spoil it if someone's going to see the movie, but of all the things, and if you've seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about. That's the thing that got him, the kissing. I just died laughing. I couldn't with this kid. It was just too much.
What can I do for you?
I just couldn't. That was just hilarious. Now, another funny movie story. So, I went to see, and I didn't know anything about this movie going into it, but um, I'm an adult, so it doesn't matter. But I went to see this movie called Strays,
Bless you.
and if you've seen this movie,
Go with water,
then
please.
you know
Be careful.
it's not a
Bless
kid's
you.
movie. But it kind of seems like it would be a kid's movie. Like I guess if you don't do any research, then you might come across it and be like, okay, this is possibly a kid's movie, but I guess
Hello.
because a lot of
Have
parents
a
were
good
fooled because when I
Yeah.
went, the place was packed with like parents and kids. And I'm looking around and I'm like, huh, because I like knew it wasn't like for young kids. I knew that. And I'm like, huh, well, parents are
Can I
really
help you?
lenient now.
Farewell.
Interesting. It's really opposite of how they've been for a while. So I just like shrugged it off, you know? Didn't really think a lot about it. Well, it didn't take long for the movie, like to get going. And this was also the place where you order food. That's what makes this funnier. Um, People had ordered their food, but I've never seen a theater um get abandoned that fast, as fast as that one did. People just left their food. They just left it. And pretty soon it was just like a couple of adults and me, and everybody else was gone. You know, wasn't a kids' movie at all. And that's what happens if you don't do a little research. So yeah, that was funny. I don't even think they paid for the food. I think they just got up and left. I don't know, but I don't think they did because the check always comes at the end, so I don't think so. And they didn't even have those things where you can pay because it was like old school. It was like it was like the place that like your parents would design, technologically speaking. And then they would like give you the check in the dark. You couldn't see like what and like you're trying to figure out the tip, but you can't see like what the numbers are. So you have to pull out your phone and then do math because which isn't hard. Tip math isn't hard, but it's like you have to do math in the dark. And no one signed up for that. No one was like, I want to do math at the end of my movie. Of course, my husband has like a tip calculator app, but you don't need that to do basic tip math, but still. I'll tell you what the schools have done though. They've really messed up math. Like they have changed math. Math is not what it used to be. Now it's new math. Because someone decided that math wasn't hard enough, so they're like, you know what? We're gonna change it, and we're gonna make it like a lot more work than it used to be. And you're gonna have to take a lot more steps and do a lot more things. And your parents aren't gonna know how to do it, so they're not gonna be able to help you. You're on your own. Unless your parents want to learn new math, which they're not going to want to do. I can already tell you that because they don't even remember old math. So, I mean, they barely, like, some of them might remember some old math, but yeah. So, like, you would have to draw all these, like, weird diagonal designs and, like, all this crazy stuff. And it's like, and if you did old math, they wouldn't get credit. So like a couple times, like I would just get frustrated and like show them old math, and then they would like fail the assignment. And I'm like, are you kidding me? It's still the same answer. Like you can't do old math anymore. Like it's invalid math because it's not like 5 pages of work. What? But I was pleased to see the geometry is the same, thank God. At least they kept that the same. New math. There's this comedian that kind of describes it, and he's like, yeah, it's like if you were to tell people that come to your house, they're like, now we use the back door instead of the front door. So yeah, you're gonna have to hop the fence and go through our back door, and the people are like, oh, but does the front door still work? And he's like, yeah, it still works, but we don't use it anymore. You're just going to have to go through the back door now. And that's what it's like. I mean, that is 100% what it's like. He nailed it right on the head there. New math. So that's something to look forward to for anyone who's not a parent is math, new math. You're welcome. And yeah, there's YouTube videos. They're long. You're gonna need them. Because also the teachers don't send home like instructions. They just send home the assignment. And no, your kid will not remember how to do it. They will not. So YouTube is your friend, sort of. Although different videos will show you different ways, but that is another topic for another day. Um, oh, but the Constitution hasn't changed. That's the same, so there's that for now. The states are still the same capitals. So that's good. You'll be able to ace that if you still remember all that. The continents haven't changed. Fun fact, Russia is in 2 continents. They don't like to talk about that though. Like, you don't want to go to Russia and be like, hey, you're also in Asia. Do not do that. Do not do that. They don't like that. Oh, crap. Hang on. Got a text. Wonderful. Okay. But yeah, Russia was like, it's not enough to just be in 1 continent. Like, we are in 2. New Year's is really big there. They love New Year's. They love it so much that they actually like celebrate it 2 different times. There's like Old New Year's and New Year's, according to the 2 calendars. That's how much they love it. China loves New Year's too. New Year's is huge there, but it's not our New Year's. It's not America's New Year's. It's different New Year's. Oh my God. So I have this Facebook stalker. It's another one. Oh my God. And every time I block one, I get a new one. And I don't understand why. They're so creepy. They're so creepy. I don't know why I'm like a weird stalker magnet. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't really know if I get any on TikTok because I don't reply to anybody usually. I just get like, on TikTok, I get like a ton of psychics that want to do readings all the time, just constantly. I don't reply. I just get a lot of that. Oh yeah, and add me to Telegram. Just that. I don't know why Telegram specifically. But I do know the scammers love Telegram. They love that and they love WhatsApp. But yeah, I have to be careful on Facebook because if you like post in any groups or anything, you'll get a lot of unwanted attention.
My mana is low.
It does not take much at all. So I kinda just don't anymore. Just avoid it now.
Not enough mana.
It was kind of funny because one guy, he kept asking me to send him like stuff. And finally I responded and I'm like, okay, I'll send you something. And he knew I was married. So he's like, I'll send you something. What's your address? And he wouldn't give it. He wouldn't give his address. And he's like, I'm not going to give you that. I know what you're going to do. I'm like, what am I going to do? He's like, you're going to send your husband. Like, maybe I will send my husband. But yeah, they're all talk. Like, how am I supposed to? You want me to send you stuff, but you won't give me your address? Like, how am I supposed to do that? You're just not going to follow through? You want all this stuff, but now you won't give me your address? How am I supposed to get it to you? Hmm? Hmm? Stalker? Wait, you don't want me to show up outside your window? Why not? Why not? Come on, we can have some fun. You know, play the game of Stalk the Stalker. It's fun. I'll just be outside in your bushes getting into your router, capturing all your packets with Wireshark. It'll be great. You'll love it. You'll never see technology the same way again. Okay, we have everything we need. Just be out there sending like weird messages on his devices going, you really should have a separate, you should really have a separate network for all your IoT. Hang on, another text. Changes SSID to something crazy. Could have a lot of fun. But alas,
Buy only the finest goods.
he did not want to play.
Light bless you. King's honor, friend. For the Alliance. Light bless you. Go with honor, friend.
Need help? Safe travels.
So I had to block him. That's okay, because a new one cropped up. They always do. I never have to be lonely for long. Imp gets mana fast. How do you do that, Impy? How does he do it? I don't know.
Not enough mana. More mana. My mana is low.
See, I'm already out. He's like, don't worry, I already have like full mana. And I just stood here. A lot of people dying. Those whelps are a menace, though. Those whelps are a menace. Just hit him with dots and like stand there. You can train them to fist fight too. Like, you can take the weapon out and just like teach them to fist fight. That's always amusing. Here, I'll show. It's kind of weird though. It feels weird. This feels awkward. But yeah, and you level up doing it. Unarmed. Like if you don't want to do it on things like higher up, you can go to like the train areas and do it on the rats or whatever if you are okay with killing rats. But if you are, shame on you because they probably have a higher IQ than you. I'm just kidding, they probably don't, but they have a higher IQ than the average human.
It's too far away.
So they have a higher IQ than some people, you know. Wait. We're in it now. Oh. Shit's getting real. If that one comes running over, I'm out of here. I don't have enough mana. Oh my god. People are getting DC'd. Yeah, no one wants that. That's happened to me.
I can't attack them.
And yeah, a lot of times you do die. And it's very frustrating.
My mana is low.
Sometimes you don't, but if you don't, like, it's the scariest experience waiting to log in just to find out whether you died or not. Just to wait to see if you see your ghost. Did something get me? Did I make it? A lot of Westfall deaths today. It is a dangerous place.
I need more mana.
That's enough of that silly nonsense. We should at least have a knife. For God's sake. We need something. We don't have any armor. We have like a bikini, I guess. I don't know what that is. Like, is that underwear and a bra? I don't know. I don't know. I should have just turned my phone off. Live and learn. Yeah, lots of dust in Westfall right now. That's a low level though, to be running around there. That's kind of the level though that they do try to spit you out over there.
Have a good one. See you later. See you around. What can I do?
Okay. We'll be out of here soon.
I buy and trade. For the Alliance.
I'm recording. I'm recording. I'm almost done. He's probably got something for me to assemble. God only knows. You're like, I just thought this would be fun to do on the 4th of July. Okay, we are almost out of here. They'll come running. I don't know if I want to deal with that. Of course they would put a chest right there. Why wouldn't they? That's so wrong. There's another guy behind there. Why would you do that? It's just evil. Alright, I guess these two are our destiny. There's just no getting away from it. We must face it. Nothing can be done. Really? Really? I'm gonna try to get aggro so that my guy doesn't die. So I don't have to spend all my mana. And we're out of here. You just have to go up the tower. That's where we should go. Lock Mordan next time. Should go hang there when we can.
Good day to you. See you later. Safe travels.
Oh my god, we got the black bag of doom. We're definitely gonna die.
Well met.
Oh well, let's just make the most of it.
Be careful.
Good day to you. Safe travels. Have a good one.
Just take the one for the most money, because we're not gonna wear it. I mean, of course we're gonna die. We're not even wearing any armor. Of course we're gonna die. It's just a matter of time. But yeah, the black bags kind of seals our fate. Can't even give that away. And you wouldn't want to give it away.
See you later. See you around.
That's just wrong. It's like giving away a cursed statue or something. Like, why would you do that? Why, yes. Here. Please take my unlucky bag.
What are you looking for?
You might not even know it's unlucky. They might be like, oh my god, thank you. And then you're just like the most evil person alive. Then the next time you go to like sage out the room, like you pass out because you're the evil spirit.
You need something? Safe travel.
All right, we're gonna close this up. Actually, let's go to Goldshire, then we'll close it up. We'll get her to Goldshire. We're almost there anyway. And then we'll wrap it up. The black bag of doom. You might as well just give me another one now. Like, if you get two, does that like counteract the one? Huh. Is there any way to just decide it's good luck? Can I just be like, it's good luck? I want the black bag. Please, give me all the black bags. I really want them.
Greetings. Be careful.
Please.
For the Alliance.
Can I like force the luck?
Hello. Have a good one.
in chat. Give me all your black bags.
I supply only the finest goods. See you later.
I need them for Santa Muerte. Alright,
What can I do for
let's
you?
wrap this
Safe
up.
travels. See you later.
Alright, bye guys.
I need a target. I don't have a target. I can't attack that target.